Hey Libra, I'm here to do your love reading for the month of August 2019. So you're showing up in your overall energy with your major arcana, the Justice card, and you have wife on top of this. So for some of you, commitment or the idea of being a wife or being a spouse is very much on your mind this month. For some of you, you are dealing with contractual agreements within commitment, within a marriage. For others of you, you are contemplating certain contracts that you're going to be entering into this month. Now, I do want you to be careful of contracts this month, or careful of things that you're signing in terms of legal documentation. For some of you, this is going to involve property. This is going to involve moving your assets or moving into a place or even moving in with someone regarding a commitment, because right next to this you have house and the Three of Wands. So some of you are heading towards some kind of a agreement within a commitment, within a relationship. But the reason why I'm trying to tell you to be careful with that is because we are currently in a Mercury retrograde, and this is the longest Mercury retrograde of the year. It's going to last at least longer than a few weeks actually. I think it's over 4 weeks for this Mercury retrograde. So that doesn't mean that you cannot sign anything. It just means you have to be more than sure about what you're entering into, and to also not get your hopes up if in the event it does not work out. I also want you to really pay attention to the fine print right now, because again, you have Justice here, which is contractual agreements, and then House, Three of Wands. Again, this is really speaking about solidifying something or coming to an agreement on something. Now, you do have sort of like a progression within getting to know someone, or within getting to a more stable place, in terms of really balancing yourself with Justice here, getting more balance into your life in the form of your relationships. Yes, for a small percentage of you, you can be thinking about leaving a relationship with Justice here. That can be symbolic of splitting assets or getting a divorce. But for the majority of you, you're just being very, very clear mentally with where you stand with someone, what you want, and also your own financial abundance with House here and virtue. You're paying attention to your virtues. You're paying attention to your morals, what you actually deserve. And you're going to be seeing that in the form of a contract or in the form of something material, something that you can touch this month, okay? And you have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of your deck and thought. So you are in deep thought about starting something new with someone. This is very passionate, but for a lot of you, I'm seeing here you're at a crossroads emotionally, because you have 2 in your energy, or in your timeline actually. So towards the beginning of August, you have the Two of Pentacles, which in this deck is change. You also have the Two of Swords, which is peace. And then right next to this, you have the Five of Swords, which is defeat. So, and by the way, you have reunion on top of this. There is someone in your energy that wants a reunion with you, or you are thinking about a reunion with someone. But with that particular individual, there was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of mental agitation. You know that this person was on some level not good for you. It's almost like you went through a period where after you left them, or after you ended that situation or took a break from them, you got more peace in your life. You got more mental rest. But there's definitely a crossroads that you're at, Libra. Because you have 2s here, for some of you, you're dealing with 2 different people. So the crossroads is going to be in the form of decision making between 2 different people. Yes, this can be vice versa. So you could be on the end of this waiting for someone else to make a decision. But for the majority of you, I'm getting the sense here, you're the one at the crossroads. You're the one that is going to be presented with some kind of choice between 2 different energies this month, because in your energy, you have the Prince of Wands and the Knight of Discs. Some of you are dealing with fire signs. I'm also seeing earth signs. So that's Leo, Sag, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I am seeing Cancer here for some of you. So it may be also water signs. But regardless, you're being presented with someone here Okay, actually, Libra, you're being presented with two different energies, like I said, but this Prince of Wands character, I want you to be careful with this character because they are coming through as being less reliable than the Knight of Discs. So the Knight of Discs, you're going to be kind of feeling more of an in-depth connection with the Knight of Discs person. This Knight of Discs person is also more mature than the Prince of Wands. And every time I see the Prince of Wands in a reading, it's always kind of like the player card. And the fact that you have haughtiness on top of this is really saying that some of you are dealing with someone who's very egotistical. They know that they're hot because you also have Lord here, which can be an arrogant character. So this person has a lot of sexual chemistry or passion for you, but then you also have another energy here that's almost more practical, more realistic. Someone that you may not be as attracted to them, or it may not be as hot and heavy with them, but you know it's more of a stable connection. You can really have deeper conversations with this person, and it just speaks to your soul in a more authentic way. Now, these two individuals are in your energy. I'm not sensing like this is your energy. So I feel like this is external to you, especially, again, because you had the 2 twos here, which is a choice. So yes, some of you have a choice between these two people. If you're on the receiving end of this, you could be the choice, and you're showing up as the one that, could be trying to lure this person in with being very hot and heavy, or being very romantic or sexually attractive. For others of you, you may realize that you have more to offer this person because you're more stable, you're more mature than their other options. You have more of a sense of that spiritual depth that they may be lacking with other people. It's going to be different for each of you. For the majority of you, though, you're the one that's being presented with this choice, okay? Especially because you have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of your deck and thought. So you are in deep thought about this choice. This is going to lead to a certain change in your life that you're going through right now, especially with justice, commitment, virtue, the 3 of Wands, and even for some of you moving with the House Lenormand there. You have friend clarifying this. So for some of you, you're speaking to friends about this decision that you're making with which road to go down or who to actually choose. And your friends are very integral in helping you kind of balance the situation to where you're not feeling so overwhelmed or so flustered with this. But you are going to be receiving peace in this situation with the 2 of Swords. So there is going to be a decision that's going to be made towards the beginning to middle of August here, but it is going to require a period of waiting. You do have waiting on top of this. If you're the one that's on the receiving end of waiting for someone else to choose you, then Spirit is saying here to sit back and let them come to you, okay? Now, you do have a reunion here that's going to be approaching you, or you are manifesting this back into your life. I just want you to be aware, Libra, this still is showing defeat. This still is showing conflict. So if you're thinking about getting back with someone, you need to go into it already understanding that it's not going to be all roses and butterflies. It is going to potentially lead to another defeat with this person, okay? And then you go to the 4 of Cups, which in this deck is luxury, and it's no surprise that you have Lord clarifying this. You have someone here who's really pulling out the stops for you, Libra, especially because you have gift right next to this. So someone wants to offer you a gift. Again, you had the Prince of Wands here, which is like showing off to you or bringing you a gift. And then you end with the Chariot, which is a very successful ending to the month. So you end with an offer of a gift towards the end of the month and luxury. Someone that is wanting to impress you here. And with Chariot ending your timeline, I'm getting that this is going to happen very, very quickly. So for example, when this person actually reaches out to you or shows interest in you towards the end of the month, it's almost like it's going to skyrocket very, very quickly. And it may even lead to a very unexpected, fast commitment here. I just want you to be aware for some of you. Please do not jump into like a Vegas style wedding in Mercury retrograde, because I'm seeing here for some of you, you're going to get so swept up in this, and with the Ace of Wands, especially if you have just come out of a breakup, where you may realize that it was not the best decision to do that with someone, okay? Just be aware of what you're actually agreeing to during Mercury retrograde, because after Mercury retrograde is over, you may wake up and realize, oh, that was not a good idea. That was so not my path, okay? Regardless, Libra, someone here is really, like I said, pulling out the stops for you. They want to give you a gift. Now, you have to be aware of this past energy with defeat. Some of you are still in the energy of feeling defeated by something that you've lost. So when this new opportunity or this connection of really moving forward with someone appears to you, for some of you, you're going to be terrified to actually go on this journey with someone. I do feel like, again, that would be smart if you just play it safe and take it slow, okay? I did look underneath your Ace of Wands, Libra. You have death. So you're going through a metamorphosis right now of endings and new beginnings, but at the same time, you are healing. You're regaining that balance in your life with Temperance here, but you are going through a period of really having to wait with waiting here, and Temperance is also the card of having to be patient. And you have the Fool, so you no doubt have a new beginning starting for you, especially with Chariot ending your spread. But you are having difficulty really trusting people with the Seven of Swords. Also, for some of you, you need to pay attention to red flags that someone is giving you. Again, with defeat, that was there. So if you are being presented with red flags, don't be a fool for love. Okay, that's also what that's saying. But you do have more success in terms of your stability here with the Six of Discs, okay? And that would make sense with your House Lenormand and your Three of Wands. And swiftness, some of you are definitely moving in the month of August, or you're considering moving in with someone or changing your scenery altogether. This is going to happen very, very quickly. For some of you, you're meeting someone at the end of the month very quickly. But you are really in your head, Libra. You're so not trusting this. The Empress, at least you know what you deserve now. You do know what you deserve now. Queen of Discs and happiness. Some of you just need to take some time, because even though this is going to make you happy, you still need to be careful about rushing things, because it's going to lead to, for some of you, a conflicting energy with the Nine of Wands that was there, okay? How you're feeling about this person, Libra, you have deception reversed. So some of you have just come out of a situation where you were dealing with someone who was deceptive, someone that caused you a lot of mental turmoil. This was someone that you completely lost faith in, that completely disappointed you with the Star reversed. It's almost like you got your hopes up with this person and it came crashing down. For others of you, be careful, because you may be dealing with a deceptive person during the Mercury retrograde period, okay? You also have give your relationship a chance reversed and the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are no longer giving a certain person a chance because you feel like they've run out of chances, but they're coming to you again with the reunion that was here, offering you some kind of a commitment. But I feel like, Libra, you're not wanting to take a chance or another chance. It's like you've taken enough chances to where you're realizing you need someone or something much more stable with the Knight of Discs here. This definitely involves a commitment or the idea of commitment. With the Ten of Pentacles here, there's a financial aspect to this. Again, contractual agreements. Be careful, Libra, be careful. You're just not wanting to really put so much of yourself into a situation if it's not already backed by something way more substantial or stable. Some of you are definitely getting someone that is trying hard to make up for lost time or make up for what they've done to you, because you did have a commitment with this person, but you realized they were deceptive, and that's why you're no longer wanting to work on this. For others of you, you're having severe trust issues, so that when this new person comes into your life, even though they want to rush you to the altar in a sense, you're like, okay, this is too good to be true. What's actually going on here? So you may be very guarded at this time. So Libra, we're going to take a look at your oracle cards in the extended reading over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/tantric tarot. And I'm also going to be seeing how they feel about you and the outcome of the situation over here on your romance spread off to the side. So if you're interested, go on over there, and I will talk to you all next month. Bye-bye, Libra. Quite manipulative. So if they're coming towards you speaking all this, talk about commitment and I want to marry you and we're going to have, the white picket fence and the 2 kids and a dog, you need to be really careful with that because they may still be getting to know other people. That's really what